Hello, I'm Victor Shadrach Natakwecho, and another amazing lesson I want to share with you from reading the book The Alchemist. There was this shopkeeper who sent his son to go learn the secret of happiness from a wise man. The wise man lived on a mountaintop. His place was actually a castle, a palace. And this young man went to the wise man to learn the secret of happiness. Can you imagine the secret of happiness? This young man went through a certain rough journey in reaching the mountaintop. When he got there, he had to wait again for 2 hours before speaking to the wise man. Finally, he got the opportunity to speak to the wise man. When he did, the wise man asked him some few questions and gave him an exercise to do. The exercise was to go around his house and come back in 2 hours time and tell him what he, the small man, learned. Before he was going to go, the wise man put oil in a spoon and gave it to the young man, that he should hold it and be sure that the oil didn't spill from the spoon. And by going through the house and whatever he will find, when he comes back in 2 hours time, let's see what the young man has to say. Now the young man went through the house back and forth and came back in 2 hours time. And when he came back, the wise man asked him one question: what did you see? What did you find? Let me bring in some points the wise man asked. He asked him, did you see the parchment? The wise man asked the boy, what did you see? Did you see the parchments of books in my library? Did you see the gardening and how it took the gardener some years, about some good years, almost a decade, to be able to put up a well-furnished garden for him? Did you see the galleries and everything? And then the young man replied, no, he didn't pay up attention to any of those, and he didn't observe. Now, there was one thing that the young man was doing. What he was doing was that he had his eyes fixed on the spoon and the oil on the spoon, to be sure that the oil doesn't spill off from the spoon. And then the wise man told him that, okay, then you should go back and observe the things that the wise man he mentioned. And the young man went back on his journey, went through the house again. Now he literally and carefully observed every detail that the wise man mentioned to him. He observed the gallery, he observed the garden, he observed basically everything, and came back giving more like analysis of his observation, more like giving the wise man the things that he had observed. Because I mean, he saw amazing things. The wise man calls those things his marvels. And then after observing all those things and saying all that he had to say, the wise man asked him, what about the oil in the spoon? The young boy couldn't tell the wise man how the oil in the spoon got finished or spilled, or however it turned out. But this is one thing the wise man told the boy that really struck me. It got my attention, it got me thinking. And this is what the man said. I'm going to read it from the book for you. It says that the secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon. Wow! To see the marvels of the world and never forget the oil or the drops of oil on the spoon. This is amazing. To be able to see the marvels in the world. And this is things that are happening to everybody, all of us. We see things in the world, we get rich, we become somebody some way, somehow, and we totally forget how we started, where we came from, what we did to get there. The secret of happiness is to see all the marvels in the world and not forget the spill of oil from the spoon. For whatever you have become, whatever you have gained, you didn't just get there. You didn't just gain those things. You didn't just become whoever you are today. You must be able to raise somebody up. You must be able to come back and humble yourself and put yourself down like a little baby and continually grow. But if you don't do that, you are forgetting the oil in the spoon that spilled off. Thank you so much for listening. This is a blessing. I love this book, and everybody must get a copy of this book, The Alchemist, and read it. I'm sure you enjoy it too. Thank you so much.